All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Freeman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. On 3rd down, Freeman. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following two negative plays.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming! Put up!
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ready! 55! Right there in the middle. 55! Hey, give it to him quickly. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Cardinals' 37-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Second down and inches. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Squeeze, double. Show it in. Let's go. Come on. Check nine. Mike 55. 22, Jet, mama. You ready? 22. Jet. Let it go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Ball going deep here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On second down now. It's Cross. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check my 47. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
And 5 at the 45-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a give right side. Cross. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, he gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
It's just me and you.
They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one's incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Freeman. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Gets it off to Freeman. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for Falcons. 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Shut! 50 on the base. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the run. Check 50. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Off.
He'll look to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 18 gator. Check right. Short. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Wild Bill. Hey, check.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cross. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Mike, 45. Come on, D! Check 13.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. It's caught by OBJ. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try to run this one in, and he fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get the field goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second and 5 now. Murray. He finds his target. Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now a give, right side. Cross. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The 27-yard line.
On second down, it's Freeman. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
At the 36-yard line.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10. They'll set up a throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Second down, it's Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. He'll drop to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get this down to the 10. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run here with Freeman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Second and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on third and goal.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Okay, double up. Mike.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11. On second down, here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Cross. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
On second and 12, Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a third and 12. Throwing is Murray on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Cross. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Tack McKinley in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
yardage.
yards.
Okay.
He can run for it, and he will. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
55. Let's go one more.
2nd and 6. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On first down, it's Cross. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. It's caught. Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because there's
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 76 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Falcons 13.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Check right 47. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Cross. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 28-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. All day, dog. 49. Check 49. Check 49. What?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cross. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. To throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Who that? 55, 55. Defense wins championships, baby. No. Joker.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Cardinals, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.